We have already done the NBA, MLB, and NFL logo rankings, so now up next we finally have the NHL rankings. Just like the NFL, the NHL has 32 different teams, each with their own unique logo. These logos are crafted by including elements of not only where the team plays at, but also the team's theme overall, which leaves some logos more detailed than others, while others may take a more classic approach. We will be ranking all 32 of these logos from worst to best in terms of overall design quality, the color combination, and the representation regarding the team and its location. The logos listed are all current primary logos of each of the teams. I really hope you guys do enjoy this video as you've enjoyed the others in this series. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to show your support, it really helps me out. And even feel free to put your favorite logos and rankings down below in the comment section, because these logo rankings are extremely subjective, so I'm sure all of you will have a different opinion from mine. Also, make sure to check out my channel. I cover all different sports and I upload multiple times a week, so you guys are never short of content. And if you enjoy sports, you will enjoy my channel. Other than that, enough yapping, let's rank these 32 NHL logos from worst to best. Kicking off this list at number 32, we have the Anaheim Ducks logo. All it really is just a goldish D in the shape of a duck's webbed foot, which is a complete downgrade from obviously the iconic previous Mighty Ducks logo. It's clear that that logo was a fan favorite and the Ducks should waste no time in trying to bring that logo back. Today's logo just seems way too simple and corporate compared to the previous. At number 31, we have the LA Kings logo. Now, I just wanted to say there isn't really a bad NHL logo, just some more bland than others, and this is exactly where the Kings logo falls. I think the formatting of it is pretty nice, considering that you have the shield and then the Kings crown in the bottom section of the logo with the text LA above. But this logo actually features the least amount of color out of all 32 NHL logos. From a design perspective, it is pretty simple all in all. At 30, we have the Washington Capitals logo. Once again, it is on the blander sides of logos, as it really is just the text Washington Capitals with a couple differences, specifically the 3 stars at the top, which do represent Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, and the L is shaped like a hockey stick. At 29, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning logo. While it is a clean and sleek design, I do feel like it is completely modernized and even oversimplified. It still looks decent, but it just does not stack up against the other logos in the league. And fun fact, this logo was actually created in about 5 seconds, drawn on a napkin by one of the club's founders, which really explains a lot about this simple logo. At 28, we have the Dallas Stars logo. Once again, a simple design. You have the D in the center, and then of course the star in the background. One of those kind of layered designs that has different borders throughout, but I really enjoy the green that they use on here. Overall, a very simple logo. At number 27, we have the Winnipeg Jets logo. Obviously, in the foreground, there is a jet, more specifically a McDonnell Douglas CF-18 Hornet, which looks really nice from a design perspective. Beneath that, you do have a maple leaf, which represents Canada nicely. And then the overall bordering with the navy blue and gray outline is nice as well. In addition, the white is not only meant to make room for the tip of the jet, but also signifies the tip of a compass as well. At 26, we have the Carolina Hurricanes logo. Now, this logo actually really reminds me of the Trailblazers logo from the NBA. The primary Hurricane design is done pretty well in my opinion, the center of the Hurricane being a hockey puck. And overall, I do like the color combination of red, black, and white. Taking the 25 spot, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets. Similar to the Winnipeg Jets color scheme, except this one actually adds in some silver as well. Another logo with a star background, but the star does look very nice with the alternating white and silver. And then you have the Ohio flag wrapping around the star. A decent logo overall. At 24, we have the Florida Panthers logo. Now, this logo was recently changed in 2016. I do enjoy the Fierce Panther at the bottom of this kind of shield badge design. They did change it from that kind of pouncing panther look, and I actually do prefer the original Panthers logo, as it kind of brings some more fear and aggression in the overall design. But I will say the current logo that we have today better represents a sports team. Coming in at 23, we have the Nashville Predators. Now, this logo, I do enjoy the design with the saber-toothed tiger being the theme. I will say, even though it does look good overall, there are some weird proportion elements on this logo, such as the teeth, which are giant compared to the rest of the logo, as well as a kind of stretched out head of the saber-tooth. But overall, I do think at the end of the day, it's a decent logo. At 22, we have the Canucks logo. A Canuck is just a term for a Canadian, so it might have been hard to get some inspiration on what to actually put as the primary element of this logo. However, I'm pretty happy that they hung their hat on the killer whale, as once again, they are more native in that area, and the design looks nice as well. In addition, it's breaking out of a C-shaped ice, obviously C representing Canuck. So despite it being a pretty interesting logo, I do think that they managed to pull it off. At 21, we have the New York Rangers logo. This logo takes inspiration from the NHL's logo itself, as it has the same general badge or shield shape with that kind of slanted text going along the middle. The color scheme of that lighter blue, red, and white looks really nice, and there isn't really that much more to go on about this logo. Cracking the top 20, we have another New York team. This is the New York Islanders logo. Now, I have no idea if this was intentional, but I do like how it has the same color scheme as the New York Mets from the MLB. This logo itself does feel very crammed as there's a lot going on within the center, but I do like every aspect that is implemented. You have the outline of Long Island in the center, as well as the 4 bands representing the 4 Stanley Cups, a puck, and then the words Islanders on the bottom. The blue and orange color scheme looks nice as well, and even though there's a lot going on in the center of this logo, I do like the creative choices that they made. At 19, we have the very iconic Philadelphia Flyers logo. Now, hence the name Flyers, you have the wing on the left side of the logo, and the general wing takes shape of the letter P. Within the P, you have the orange hockey puck, and this is one of the most unchanged logos in NHL history, as since 1967, it has been this exact logo with one minor color change in 1999. At number 18, we have the Ottawa Senators logo, and this logo has actually hopped around quite a bit. This particular logo was made in 1992, but in 2007, they actually switched to a forward-facing Senator with a more kind of cruel demeanor, and then in 2020, they switched back to the 1992 logo, with some minor changes, obviously. I actually do prefer the previous logo a bit over this, considering it is a little more fierce, seems more ready for the game, I guess you could say. But today's logo is pretty nice as well. I do like the overall shape as well as the color scheme that we see displayed. At number 17, we have yet another iconic logo, and this is the logo of the Montreal Canadiens. It's only right that the most successful franchise in the NHL has an absolute untouchable logo that hasn't been changed for over a century. Clearly, you can see the outside red C standing for Canadians, and then the inner H, which actually stands for hockey, even though a lot of people think it represents habitants. Overall, it's classic, but it is simple, so it won't really stack up against the more detailed and precise logos that we see around the league. But nonetheless, an untouchable classic logo. We are entering the upper half of the logos here at number 16, and we have the Calgary Flames logo. Clearly, the theme is displayed with the C and the flames attached to the left side. Simple yet effective, and I do like how it is one of the only teams to really showcase that red and yellow color scheme. At 15, we have the Colorado Avalanche logo. This logo is very well rounded in terms of color, creativity, and design. The burgundy and blue color scheme look really nice, and it's really creative in the sense that the snow is avalanching down the front of the A, and at the end of it there is a hockey puck, and not to mention the tail end of the avalanche actually makes the A look like a snow-capped mountain. So very creative and a well-rounded logo. At 14, we have the St. Louis Blues logo. One of my favorite color schemes throughout the league. I love the royal blue and the yellow secondary color. It is a very simple logo, as it pretty much just is the music note with the wings attached, but in my opinion, the simplicity with the color scheme is really all this logo needs to be. At 13, we have the brand new Seattle Kraken logo. It's honestly really good for a new logo to just be established in the league, as it only was made in 2021. I absolutely love the coloring. The kind of teal and red eye look absolutely amazing. The stylized S looks great as well, with the Kraken tentacles running up the middle of it. The rest of the shading and defining are done really well here. My only slight complaint is it is kind of smaller and less detail of a logo, so it does look like it could be a secondary logo, but nonetheless, well done. At number 12, we have the Edmonton Oilers logo. An absolute classic, used ever since the franchise's creation in 1971. It gives off that feel of the simple yet classy logo. I like how the Oilers lettering is dripping down to the bottom of the logo, and the orange oil drop at the top is the perfect pop of color that this logo needs to round it all up. At number 11, we have the Boston Bruins logo. Now, one of the most visually satisfying logos on this list, symmetrical obviously besides the B in the center representing Bruins. It takes the overall shape of a hockey puck, and I love the beautiful color combination of black and yellow. With that being said, there could be a little bit of a reference to maybe a Bruin itself. I know that there's an actual Bruins bear logo as their secondary, but maybe just a little nod to a bear on the primary would be nice, but it's an iconic logo and I don't see it changing anytime soon. We are now entering the top 10 logos, the best of the best, and cracking our top 10, we have the Buffalo Sabres logo. This logo was used during the creation of the franchise, switched out from the years 1996 to 2010, and then brought back. And in my opinion, we have the best version of this logo today. They brightened up the colors. Once again, the royal blue and yellow color scheme looks amazing. I love the white bull at the top with the red eye, and the two sabres at the bottom look clean as well. At number 9, we have the Jersey Devils logo. Now, this is one of the more clever logos that you'll see around the league, as the N and J are combined perfectly to the point where it's a seamless transition between both letters, and they form to make that kind of mini devil. You have the horns at the top, the tail at the bottom, and then the left side of the N as the wings. Super crafty, and I don't know how they pulled that off. And then you have the black ring outside of the logo to help contrast the white background with the overall background of the logo. At number 8, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs logo. Now, this has always been one of my favorite logos since I was a kid. The maple leaf with the color blue looks amazing, and probably because my favorite color is blue. In addition, it's a very detailed leaf as well. You see the veins, you see the ridges on the ends of the leaf, and then you have the pretty sharp Toronto Maple Leafs font in the center. It looks great, and it somehow combines being a simple logo while pulling off a lot of details. Placing at number 7, we have the Vegas Golden Knights logo. The Knights are one of the newer expansion teams, and this logo was made in 2017, so still very new, but it looks amazing. The golden helmet shines on one side, and on the other side is shaded. It has the seamless V in the center, obviously representing the opening of the helmet, but also Vegas. And then not to mention, you have a very clever kind of spear running from the top of the helmet to the nose area. The shield in the background of black and gold looks great as well, and this logo just gives off a fierce tone despite there being no face, as the V has some very sharp and defined edges. At number 6, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins logo. I've always loved the kind of fun design of the penguin on skates with the hockey stick, yet at the same time the penguin does look very fierce. The skating penguin has been used since the creation of the franchise. 1967 it was first implemented in a different format, and the yellow triangle background looks really nice against the penguin and represents the Steel City of Pittsburgh. It is time for the top 5, and kicking it off, we have the San Jose Sharks. A very clever yet fierce logo. First of all, looking at the shark itself, the dark turquoise, black, and orange color combination is amazing, and the shark biting through the hockey stick just looks scary. It's a fierce looking shark, and the design of the shark is out of the park. Also, the background triangle is very clever, as not only does it serve as a cool looking background, but the triangle actually represents the Bay Area's red triangle, which is an area off the coast that has a high concentration of sharks, and it also doubles as a shark tooth. Very clever logo, definitely top 5 worthy. At number 4, we have the Chicago Blackhawks logo. Another absolutely classic logo, as the idea of the actual Native American head has been used since 1926, and this specific iteration since 1964. Impressive how this logo has aged, and it's an absolutely amazing detailed logo. Extremely vibrant colors as well, with the face markings and the feathers on the back of the Native American's head. And it also, more importantly, pays homage to Chicago, because the team is named after Black Hawk, who was a Native American chief in the Illinois area. So clever, colorful, and a very appropriate way to represent this team in a way that is not really cultural appropriation, but rather more of an homage to Blackhawk. At number 3, earning the bronze medal, we have the Arizona Coyotes logo. Now, this logo was debuted in 1996, however they did change to the coyote head in 2003, but since 2021 they changed back to the abstract designed coyote, which looks simply amazing. This unique and very creative abstract design really embodies Arizona, as they tend to use this abstract design quite a bit. The shapes look great, the colors pop, and obviously the coyote is playing hockey. He's on skates, and he has, once again, kind of an abstract hockey stick as well. Definitely the most creative and unique logo that we see throughout the league, and it looks simply amazing, and it was a good choice of them returning to this logo. At number 2, earning the silver and just missing out on the number 1 spot, we have the Detroit Red Wings logo. Now, this is by far the best classic logo in the league. The effortless combination of the tire and the wings, obviously the wings coming from the theme of the team, the Red Wings, and the tire, obviously with Detroit being the Motor City. This logo does a stellar job at reflecting not only the team theme, but the area in which they play. Since 1933, this logo has been used, and I can see why. It's stunning with how classic it is, yet the amount of detail within, with all the individually detailed feathers, the rim of the tire. Also, the bright red and white color scheme is incredible as well. Simple, yet really pops. But at number 1, the best NHL logo, we have the Minnesota Wild. When creating this video, this is really the first time I kind of had an in-depth look at this logo, and it just continues to surprise me. First of all, obviously the outside silhouette is meant to be some sort of wild animal, probably like a wildcat, but the true beauty is how the inside compartments representing Minnesota's landscape also give the illusion of other parts on that animal. For example, you have the beautiful evergreen trees going across the center, but then you have that river flowing along that represents the animal's mouth. You have the North Star, which represents the animal's eye, as well as serving as a tribute to the old NHL franchise, the Minnesota North Stars. So there's 2 reasons for that, very crafty. And then finally, you have the sun setting, which not only looks beautiful and yellow serves as an amazing tertiary color on this logo, but it also can be used as the animal's ear. So once again, the green, red, and yellow color scheme looks great, and the craftiness of this logo is on full display. And with all of these elements combined into one concise logo, that is why I truly believe that the Minnesota Wild have the best logo in the NHL. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. As always, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you did. It really helps me out. And comment, once again, your favorite logos, your rankings. I'd love to see your opinions, which probably are much different from mine. Once again, feel free to check out my channel. If you enjoy sports, you will enjoy my channel. But this was a fun video to make, guys. Keep your suggestions coming. I look at all your video suggestions in the comment section. And I will see you guys in the next Heaps video.